Hey, my name is PolishLynx. Welcome to Sakura Succubus 2. Yes. I woke the following morning to a truly delicious smell, as I did the morning before that, and the one before that. I guess Hifumi must have woken early again, despite the virulent argument she had with Ayu. Is Ayu alive? That is the question. Hifumi might seem like a reserved woman, but I've started to see that there is more to her than meets the eye. She has much more stamina than one might imagine. I feel like Succubuses would have more stamina, and she's quite proficient at twisting the truth to suit her own ends, which is a bit scary. For Ayu should have had the upper hand in the dispute. Are you sure Hifumi was able to fluster her? I feel like that's not true. Ayu actually probably is. Actually definitely is weak among those Succubi we know. Truth be told, she flustered me quite a bit too. She called herself a pushover, but that couldn't be further from truth. She's surprisingly brazen. But I don't dislike that. In fact, after seeing all these facets of Hifumi's character, I'm more intrigued by her than ever. That's why I decide, upon waking to set off to the kitchen, I'd love to continue our talk from last night. And I'm pretty hungry too. I dress my typical attire, then leave my room. It's very early in the morning, it's only 7 or thereabouts, and I can't hear anything as I walk through the hallway. I guess everybody is asleep. I feel like I should be sleeping too. My every movement is tinged with tiredness, and I keep pausing to yawn. But I've already left the warmth of my futon. It would be silly to retreat now. I want to speak to Hifumi. What does she want from me? Is she interested in me, like Ayu and Cosmos seem to believe? Does she want to make me her slave? Hopefully not. And why are the other Succubi so wary of her? Is it simple jealousy, or is it something more? These mysteries swirl around me, even denser than the scent of Hifumi's miso soup. I pass down the hallway. I push open one of the sliding doors, then across the garden. The separate complex that houses the kitchen and the dining room is only a few feet away. A warm breeze blows. It rumples my hair and stirs the leaves of the trees. Other than the sound of the wind, the garden is completely silent. I think it's quite peaceful. You don't hear silence like this back in Tokyo. The city is full of hustle and bustle at all hours. There's always so much noise. I enter the separate building, remove the shoes at the front door, slip in a pair of wooden sandals. Then I make my way to the kitchen. And? Hello! When I open the door, I find Hifumi. She's all alone, as she was the first time I met her in the kitchen. I guess the other employees of this ryokan are busy setting everything up in the dining room. Hifumi is wearing an apron over her kimono. I guess that's to protect her expensive clothes from stray splotches of miso soup. Makes sense. Despite these precautions, however, her long sleeves have been left to hang loose. She hasn't bothered to secure them with a tasuki. With a what? What's a tasuki? Tasuki. Okay. So. Oh, that thing. Okay. So you tie it around sleeves, somehow behind the neck, and okay, cool. Boom. Is she confident enough in her cooking abilities that she doesn't need to secure her sleeves? Probably. You would have thought her long sleeves would get in the way, but apparently not. They don't seem to hinder him in the slightest. I never had problems with long sleeves while cooking. But then again, I don't wear sleeves that are like not close to the skin really. I don't like the baggy ones. She continues to stir the miso soup, which is bubbling away in a pot on a gas plate. Her sleeves seem in danger of dropping the soup, but it never happens. I don't know, is it true? Because her long sleeves are not going very far. So I don't feel like she needs to go entire way of the arm to steer the pot or whatever. Okay. Wait. Hifumi's motions are extremely elegant and well practiced. She must have done this numerous times. With her long dark hair and her traditional clothes, Hifumi looks like a quintessential Japanese beauty. I defy any man to look at her, toiling in a muggy kitchen, and not think, "Wow, she would make a great wife." I don't know, man. To be honest, I never had a thought like this, that someone would make a great wife. Because I don't necessarily think getting married is an important part. You can just live together. But that's just my approach. Oh, Hiroki! Hifumi must have heard me entering the kitchen, because she turns and offers me a sweet smile. To what do I owe the pleasure? Oh, I was just wondering how you are. I was being pretty mean to you yesterday. I was a bit worried. Oh, yeah. You were there to witness that, weren't you? Hifumi smiles ruefully. I apologize that you had to see such a shameful display. Hiroki, whatever must you have thought of me? Not of you in this situation, of I. I said and did a lot of embarrassing things. But I assure you, I did not mean any of them. It was all an act. I was merely trying to fluster you so she would leave me be. I love my sister, but not in that way. I far prefer the attentions of men. What are you talking? Yeah. She didn't say that much, really. When we were around, at least. Yeah, well, I figured as much. Don't worry about it. I looked pretty perturbed about the whole thing. Her face was kind of funny. I also wish I'd taken a photograph. That might be amusing, yes, but I doubt she would like that. It's fine. She's very particular about her looks. Being a celebrity, she places a good deal of importance on curating her personal image. I mean, she has twin tails. That's already failing. Being famous sounds exhausting. Oh, it isn't so bad. The work is hard, yes, but it has its perks. Specifically? Having supportive fans like you, of course. Hifumi offers me a serene smile, which makes my stomach do a somersault. I thought Hifumi looked attractive last night, wearing nothing but a towel, but the kimono and parka combination is a classic, it can't be beaten. I agree. I so agree. It is a shame my provocations were unable to tear you up. Ayu, I cried out most brazenly, but she refused to back down. Hifumi sighs. If only I was better at being firm with her like Marina, then maybe she wouldn't treat me with such a disrespect. I don't know about that one. I was plenty disrespectful to Marina too. Yeah, I suppose she really is quite a handful. She's very fiery and passionate, and stubborn too. Once she gets an idea in her head, it's almost impossible to dissuade her. I understand why she dislikes me so, but I have since bended my ways. I have tried to make amends, but she nurses a grudge regardless. She even managed to turn Cosmos against me. Those girls seem to consider me some sort of villain. It's most upsetting. Now this is an interesting kernel of information. It seems like Hifumi did do something to earn Ayu's ire after all. I wonder what. I'd like to ask her, but before I have the chance, or should I say choice. Oh goodness! Hifumi looks back at her miso soup. I was so caught up in the little chatter, I forgot my soup. It will burn if I don't take it off the heat. I apologize, Hiroki, but I need to focus on cooking. Can we postpone our conversation? Yeah, that's fine. Thank you for being so patient, dear. Why don't we talk after breakfast? I can come to the room if you like. Does that sound alright? Yes, that's fine. I'll see you later then. Yeah, indeed. That would be lovely. And Hiroki. Hifumi's indigo eyes shine with a playful luster. I hope you're hungry. Breakfast today will be delicious. Please eat a lot and grow strong and healthy. There's stuff that would make me happier. I love cooking. I mean looking after people. But yeah. I eat breakfast in the dining room with Marina, Cosmos, and Ayu. Like Hifumi promised, it's delicious. The white rice, hot and steamy. The grilled makara full of flavor. The miso soup full and rich. Oh, so delicious. After eating my fill, I returned to my room, in the hopes of reuniting with Hifumi. I feel tired after consuming so much food and my stomach aches a little. You need to know restraint sometimes, man. I learned it luckily enough. Huh. Too late, a bit too late, but yeah. I yawn, my fatigue is starting to creep up on me. I'd really like to lie down. For I came here to relax, I don't think I've gotten all that much sleep. My head feels heavy, and the allure of my futon is incredibly powerful. I'm just a mere human, I can't resist the call of my sheets a second longer. Sorry for me, I've really got to take a nap. I creep beneath my sheets and rest my head on my pillow. Going to sleep right after breakfast might be a little slovenly, sure, but I think I've earned the privilege. I have to wake up early every morning to commute to work. I deserve a break of sorts. I turn about in my futon, trying to get comfortable. I yawn again. This time, I don't bother trying to stifle it. Hifumi isn't here. Maybe she isn't coming. That being the case, I don't have to worry about being presentable. I can just relax. My eyes full shut. I feel myself sliding inexorably into slumber when... Hiroki! I hear a musical voice from the other side of the folding door and the gentle rap of knuckles. Are you in here, Hiroki? Would you like to talk? Sure. I sit up, hurriedly disturbing my futon. So, Hifumi didn't forget. She's really come to see me. The thought is a heartening one. But I still can't shake the vestiges of sleep that cling to me. I want at least another 5 minutes. Oh, since Hifumi came to see me, it would be rude to turn her away. Yes, I'm in here. You can come in. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for disturbing you. The sliding door of my room opens and Hifumi steps inside. She closed the door behind her, then looks at me. I'm still sitting up in my futon, my hair rumpled. I must look blurry and half asleep because her expressions often seem to a look of motherly concern. Oh dear, did you not get enough rest the night before, Hiroki? I guess not, no. I wanted to sleep in, but I've gotten used to waking up early. My job must have conditioned me. Oh, you poor baby, you do look exhausted. Okay, being called baby, that's kind of a turn off. Why don't you rest your weary head upon my lap? That's a nice proposition. Hifumi sinks to the floor, her kimono pulling around her. The patterned fabric of her kimono stains across the thighs in a truly delectable manner. I'd love to rest my head on the top of hers, but is that really alright? Of course it is. I wouldn't offer otherwise. Now please come over here. Let me look after you. I'll envelop you in my love just as a mother might. No. Please don't say things like that. That's very kind of you, but... I eye her skeptically. Want your legs go numb, kneeling on the ground like that? I don't want you to get pins and needles. Yeah. How considerate. You do. You really do think of everything. I appreciate your thoughtfulness, dear, but you needn't worry. I'm accustomed to living for long periods of time. Particularly on tiny mats, I have more stamina than you could imagine. I erase the thought, Lynx. What? I wonder if that's some sort of alchemy. No. Erase the thought! Hifumi must see my musings. I'm not the most subtle of guys because she giggles. I kneel when I play Karuta, of course. I'm quite fond of the game. Did you not know? How would I know? Alright, yeah, I'm sorry. What is the Karuta about? Karuta. Of course, popular search engine, and let's see. Some kind of card game. Oh, I know what it is. This is like the one where you have to... No, is this the one? Yeah. No, it isn't. I don't know if it is or not. Maybe it is. Is it the one that you have to turn around and you get the other one and they basically need to match up? Something like this? I think it is that. Anyway. Yaoto Hifumi is well known for her love of all things classical Japanese poetry included. I think I remember reading once that she's a Class A karta player. Whatever that means. She's a woman of many talents. Is Class A top? But what if not? Maybe Class S or SS? Still, I guess that's something. If that's really okay, then maybe I'll take you up on that offer. By all means, please do. Hifumi's gentle laughter prompts me onwards. My laughter was not gentle at all. Ugh. That's heaven. I rest my head up on her lap, sighing as I do so. This really does feel good. Her thighs are incredibly yielding, and they're so soft too. I feel like I'm drowning in marshmallow sea. I mean, that's a heavenly thing, right? So, how does that feel? If the thighs are right, ugh. One of Yumi's hands rests upon my head. Her deft, slender fingers weave their way through my hair. I can feel loose tendrils of her dark tresses brushing against my bare cheek. I can smell her too, soft and fragrant like orange blossoms, maybe? Could it be the scent of her perfume she uses? Are you right, Hiroki? Hifumi's light, lilting voice watches over me like a lullaby. All the while her fingers continue to run through my hair. You know, now that I think about it, he says that he's tired because of work and so on, and the routine he's gotten into. But I feel like that's not exactly true. Because they are succubuses, right? So they drain sort of life energy out of him. I would say that might be the cause. If anything. But maybe I'm wrong, and I'm overthinking now. Anyway. Her lap makes for a wonderful pillow. She's very soothing. I feel nice. Thank you, Hifumi. You're welcome. Hifumi continues to toy with my hair. Her fingertips brush back and forth against my scalp, grazing it gently, so I shudder. Sparks are starting to run up and down my spine. This feels way too good. I feel like I could melt into a puddle. Hifumi's touches are way too intimate to be merely motherly. She's acting like a lover might. So we had nothing to complain about. I had hoped this would comfort you, and yet... Hifumi's brow furrows. You'll never be able to sleep like this. Your shoulders are so stiff. You need to try and relax, Hiroki. And trust yourself to me. I won't hurt you. I know that, but... But what? This feels kind of wrong. How is it wrong? You're famous. If any of your fans were to see is like this, then... Shh. Hifumi pressed a white finger tip against my lips. They won't see us. There's nobody here other than you and me. My fans will be none the wiser. Not even I... Now that I think about it, there is... when it comes to popular people in Japan, basically idols, actors, voice actors, normal musicians and so on. They have a problem with that, don't they? If, you know, I feel like the fans are, a lot of fans are too much of a die-hard fans, and it's basically crossing the barriers a lot. Like, you know, the supposed person that you're a fan of gets herself on himself, a loved one. There are a lot of people that are going absolutely nuts and not in a positive manner. That's really weird. Anyway, I finally have you to myself. I want to surround you, ensure you, and possess you, if only for a few moments. My sisters are all closely acquainted with you. It seems unfair that I should be left out. I've grown quite fond of you, Hiroki, so won't you let me soothe you, please? Hifumi looks at me sweetly, her dark eyelashes fluttering. Damn, she has long eyelashes now that I look at it. I feel like I should resist. I will be pissed when she finds out about this, but I don't care about Ayu. But the cadences of Hifumi's voice have cast a spell over me. I can't resist her. I mean, you could if you were given me a choice, I guess. I still don't know what Hifumi did to earn Ayu and Cosmos' distrust, or if she has any ulterior motives. But right now, I can't bring myself to worry about such things. None of it seems to matter. Alright then, if you want, we can spend a bit more time together. I won't resist you. Oh, Hiroki! Hifumi's eyes softened. Thank you for accepting me. And thank you for giving me a chance. I will treat you very, very, very gently. I will wash away all your worries with these hands of mine. And then you will feel contentment as you have never known before. I'm sold, sorts of. When I wake from my locked up, I find that I'm lying on my futon. Hifumi is nowhere inside. She must have tucked me up. The thought is a flattering one, albeit somewhat embarrassing, and I found my cheeks heating up. What did I do to be worthy of this perfect angel anyway? Hifumi might have done a lot for me, but I don't think I've done a whole bunch for her. I haven't done her any favors. Oh well, maybe I can rectify that. For as long as we're staying under the same roof, I'll do my best to repay Hifumi for her kindness. I won't let her good deeds go unrewarded. And with a bit of luck, I'll be able to figure out her past too. There has to be more to Hifumi than she's letting on. I just wonder what it could be. Huh. Who knows? Around... What the fuck? Around midday I get up and leave my room. I decide to go for a walk. Not in the Ryokan's garden, charming though it is, but in the scenic mountains which surround the inn. I thought it'd make a nice change of pace. For I like the garden, the Ryokan, it can get a bit restrictive. I feel I can think more clearly out here. The dirt path is lined with tall green maple trees. Their distinctive leaves sway above my head. The trees are thick, and only a few bands of sunlight can penetrate down to the forest floor below. It's very pretty. It's rare that I see sights like this back in Tokyo. I should go to the countryside more often. With each step I take, twigs and leaves crack underfoot. From a distance I hear a rustling in the grove. Maybe it's a squirrel, or a rabbit, or a bear. Well, whatever they are elusive and I can't see them. I inhale lungfuls of clean air and do my best to fight off my residual fatigue. It feels nice to sleep whenever I want. But I might have relaxed a little too much this morning, thanks to Hifumi's thighs. I'm afraid if I spend too much time here, I'll turn into a lazy pile of sludge. I can't let Hifumi look after all my needs. And I don't want to sleep my vacation away either. It's so rare I get to come to the countryside, I should do more stuff with my time. I want to explore and take some photos and talk to Marina, Ayu, and Cosmos. And speaking of which, that figure over there. I can make out the shape of a person in the distance. They have very long, silver hair, and they are wearing a tailored business suit. It doesn't seem very practical for scanning such terrain. But then again, what high-class woman would care about practicality more than fashion? For she's wearing a pair of very high heels. All red and glossy, she seems perfectly stable. It's definitely Marina. High heels are okay, but not on everyday basis. I mean, they ruin feet. Hey Marina! I call after her, my voice echoing through the forest. Marina pauses, which gives me ample time to catch up to her. I jog to her side. My forehead felt flushed and greet her with a smile. I feel like I haven't had much of a chance to talk to you. How have you been? Better now after seeing you?
I'm sorry if I've been acting distant. I've had to field more the business emails all trip. I told my employees I would be leaving for vacation. I gasped them not to bother me, but, well, they can't do anything. She sighs and shakes her head. I'm a very popular woman. Too popular, in fact. Whenever the slightest problem arises, my useless cohorts all come crying to me.
Oh, how do I know this? How do I know this? From the past. Oh, I can do it. Yeah, it's annoying when you have to do job for the others as well. It sounds like your workers would be lost without you.
Yes, indeed. I'm indispensable.
Yeah, I mean, true. What I'm talking about, the store I was working at, right now they are a complete mess. That sounds like a boast, but Marie doesn't look too happy about her elevator status. In fact, she seems irritated. Then again, I don't want to return to working in the store. Oh my god. It's a nightmare.
It isn't just my workers who want to monopolize my time either. I've been negotiating an important trade deal with a rival company, and the president is keen to speak to me for all hours of the day.
How dare he?
I was talking to him earlier this morning for almost 2 hours. Can you credit it? With so much work to do, I feel like I'm back in the office. The setting might have changed, but I'm still working a full 9 to 5 shift here. In fact, I'm working more than ever. I didn't get to sleep until midnight yesterday. I was too busy sorting through my mail.
Oh gee. I pull a face. And here I was being grumpy because my boss sent me a half work related messages during the trip. It sounds like you have way more on your plate than I do. I mean, technically she's running the company. You are just a photographer and reporter? Just. Anyway, I can't even imagine how busy Marina must be. She looks cool and competent at all times, but she must lead a very stressful life. It's a wonder she has the time to style her hair out or put on the makeup in the mornings. What makeup? She's clearly not wearing any makeup. Also, don't overdo it with makeup. That's an important factor.
Oh, don't worry, dear. Nobody likes thinking about work when they are on holiday. I can't blame you for being upset.
But I have a far fewer responsibilities than you. I'm only a photographer.
Now, I won't have you talking down to yourself.
Marina plants her hands on her hips, her expression stern.
You work hard to earn a living, just as I do. My job might be more stressful than yours, but it's not a competition. I value you, regardless. And you forget, I have spoken to your boss before. I have first-hand knowledge of his ways. He's quite the odious individual. I do not blame you for disliking him.
Oh, huh? Well, that's a pretty good word. Thanks, Marina.
It's not a problem. I was feeling quite frustrated myself, but seeing you has lightened my mood. Shall we walk for a bit?
Sure. I fall in step alongside Marina. She wins her arm about mine, pressing her boss onto my arm. Oh, nice. We canvas the dusty verse like this, arms interlinked. Every once in a while, we pause to examine the natural beauties strewn about us. You know, the thing is, Marina has this a bit of a dominating personality, but it's not an overkill, at least towards us, and that makes me like her a lot. Anyway, though Marina spends most of her time in her office, she's surprisingly knowledgeable about the natural world. She can identify birds solely by the sound of their calls, and she knows the names of all the trees around us. Or she just knows the names, and you clearly don't know how the tree looks like, so she can say it randomly and you believe it. Yeah. I'm not capable of identifying any kind of tree. Or birds, because I don't like birds anyway, so I don't care about them. Anyway, is there anything Marina can't do? Avoid work. Boom! The minutes trickle by like this, slow and unhurried. But I'm a little curious. Are you sure this is alright? I don't want to take too much of your time. Dude, she was already walking there. What are you talking about? What if you get an important phone call?
Oh, don't worry about that. I left my phone in my room. I don't want to be distracted during my very working hour. Every working... Wait.
Whoa. Why did I mess this up?
My every waking hour, or I'd go insane. I've been so busy working, I simply had to leave my room and get some fresh air.
So she can avoid it as well somehow. Sometimes. Shit. I was wrong. So that's why you were out walking through the forest.
Yes, indeed. I was in dire need of a break.
If anybody deserves to take a break, Marina, it's you.
Foo, you are kind, dear.
I actually love doing this, like Marina giggles as she inches even closer against my body.
Say, Hiroki.
Yes?
I was just thinking, now that the two of us are alone, it also feels like we're going on a date.
I guess it does, yeah. Would this be our first date?
You know what? I think it might be.
Yeah.
We've met in bars on numerous occasions, and I've taken you to my office before. But we've never gone out like this before. It's so still and silent.
Marina pauses. She glanced around the forest, her jade eyes shining.
My irritating younger sisters can't interrupt us now. I have you all to myself, darling.
I would gladly give myself up to you. For if Cosmos found out, she might get jealous. She's already claimed me as her boyfriend.
Then it's a good thing I don't want you to be my boyfriend. That is such a childish, senile term. I'm too old for it.
You are not too old for anything.
I would far rather call you my partner.
Okay. Partner. I say the word aloud, testing how it sounds. It's definitely more mature than boyfriend, for it does put me in mind of business mergers and meetings.
Is that alright? Would you mind being my partner?
She blushed. Oh shit! Slave? No, I don't want to be anyone's slave. And I don't want anyone being my slave. So option number 2, no thank you. I think partner sounds just fine. I'd rather be your husband. Oh my god. What if we went with this option? I'm kinda tempted just for the sake of seeing what's gonna happen. But let's just say this one, okay? Let's say, oh no, I wouldn't mind. I'd be honored.
Good, then let us continue on our date.
I'm so curious what would be under the other option for.
Since it's my first, I accept you to treat me well.
Say what? Well, wait, I'm your first partner? Actual partner? Oh, perfect. Well, I'll do my best. I wish I could have taken you someplace fancier for.
Like where?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe to a fancy restaurant. Or out dancing. That's a bad idea. I can't dance. I suck at dancing. Unless I get a bit drunk, I guess.
I would like to go dancing with you at some point, but this is more than enough to make me happy. Sometimes the simple things in life are the best.
That's true. Walk through the park? Yes.
Moreover,
Marina leapt careless with derision. Something is going to happen in this forest, and I'm 100% sure of it.
I doubt you have enough money to take me to any of the fine establishments in Tokyo I often frequent.
Yes, that's not a problem for. You frequent them. You know what they offer. That's why I will take you to a different place that you don't know. Come on, this is perfect. No matter how you look at it. You are in for a surprise like this. I laugh awkwardly. I guess you're right about that. I can hardly afford to look after myself. Some months, money's so tight I have to live on instant noodles. Student's life! That was my student's life. Toasts and instant food. Yeah. Is that so? Then again, I normally keep 2 toasts as well. Now I don't need them. Surprisingly enough, I went back to cereal lately. The moment I actually put on braces. Anyway, Marina purses her lips together.
That doesn't sound very nutritious. It's no wonder you're so skinny.
Yes, I know. That's literally also towards me, aimed at me, I know. I don't think I'm that skinny.
You are for a man of your height. You need fattening up a bit.
No, not happening. I'm 173, 65 kilograms more or less. That's good enough. Probably 171, but whatever. I don't know really. Marina pokes my side with one of her manicured nails. She tickles and I flinch away. And in the end, in the documents for the ID, they wrote for me that I'm 175. Which is a bit too high, unfortunately. I totally would want to be. I would like to be taller, yes. Anyway,
I hope you've been taking advantage of Hifumi's cooking.
You know, she's been working here.
But of course, Hifumi and I are very close. She tells me everything. She also told me that you and her come to quite the intimate understanding earlier today. Is that true?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sort of, that's right. We did a bit of talking. Talking, is it?
Marina raises an eyebrow.
Is that what they're calling it these days? How quaint.
I can tell based on Maria's tone that she knows everything that happened earlier. This woman really sharp. I give Marina a quizzical look.
You don't mind, do you? Of course not. That would be very hypocritical of me. I'm a succubus, after all. You're not the first man I've been with.
And you know I'm not happy about it.
For you are the first I've ever thought of as my partner.
Yes! 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 Suck it, other guys!
I care for you a good deal, darling, but I'm not the jealous sort. I don't want to begrudge Hifumi a good time. I'm glad you two were able to enjoy yourselves.
Right. That's a relief. If I and Cosmos knew, they'd be pissed.
Well, very mature. You're Cosmos' very fair partner, and I has always been possessive. Will grow in time. Soon I'm sure they will come to learn love is even better if you can share it with those you care for.
I hope so. Sort of. But it seems like they have some personal vendetta against Hifumi.
Oh yeah. Well, they would. Hifumi, wasn't always the sweet, mild-mannered woman, you know, In the past, she was even more forceful than I.
Huh? Really? I did not expect that. I did, sort of. What was the old Hifumi like? Was she a leather-clad dominatrix wielding a whip? I'd kind of like to see that. No, I wouldn't. But the Hifumi with her housewifely ways seems much easier to deal with.
True. Yeah, indeed, she has changed a lot.
Huh?
I used to have my own gripes with me, but my feelings towards her have since changed. Now I value and respect her friendship. I want her to be happy. But I and Cosmos are young, and they still hold grudges. They can't forgive her. That's why they want to keep you away from her. If you ask Hifumi about it, I'm sure she'll go into a bit more detail.
Maybe I will? That sounds like a good idea.
It's always best to get these things out in the open. Honestly, it's the best policy or so I believe. For I'm not the sort of woman who would share the secrets of others. I'm no gossip.
I like that. I didn't think you were. I know you're trustworthy. You're very good at keeping secrets.
It comes with experience, dear. Now, I've been away from my work for too long. I should think of how many missed calls I'll have when I get back. I should return to the ryokan, but before that, I have something to tell you.
What is it?
I'd hoped to spend a whole week in the countryside with you, but I was too optimistic. Various matters have come up with which require my urgent attention. As such, I need to return to Tokyo tomorrow morning. No! I've already booked my train. No! No! What? You're leaving already? Yeah. It amazes me to be part of you, dear, but don't fret. We shall see one another again soon enough. I'll go with you, though. I admit, I'm a bit upset we weren't able to spend more time together. But I'm pleased we were able to have this little talk, at least. All the same. Marina's eyes narrow. I'm not a jealous woman, but I can be quite selfish at times. I know that you have been with him. That in itself does not bother me, but I would appreciate if you could show me some love before my departure. I told you something will happen in that forest! I feel like I deserve it for working so hard. If you could find it in your heart to give me my spirits a bit of boost, I know I'll be able to return to work with all my energy restored. I shall work at full capacity and complete all my tasks before my deadlines. This is how potent your love is, Hiroki. Sure, you've got it. Told ya. I knew it. I stepped close to Marina and winked my arms about her waist. Her chest pushes up against my own, her hair brushing against my face. I'm slightly taller than Marina. Are you now? But not by much. Her green eyes bore into mine, shining like emeralds. Marina's proportions might be impressive, but I think her eyes are her most attractive feature. They are coy and mischievous, almost cat-like, and they're utterly captivating. Yes, they are very attractive feature too. Are they cat-like? I'm not sure, but whatever. I'll give you all the affection I can. I might have been with Humi, but that doesn't lessen my feelings for you. I care for all of you Succubi equally. Do I now? And I want to make all of you happy. Dude, you are basically saying you want to die, to be fair. All of us, you say. Marina's voice drops to a seductive whisper. You ought to be careful, darling, or you'll burn yourself out. We Succubi can be very, very demanding. It's fine. I'm used to your demands. I can take it. Really? Marina grins. You're so confident. I like that in a man. You really are something special. And you smell good too. I'd almost forgotten how delectable you are. Maybe I should ask you to claim me now, in this forest. Doesn't it sound exciting? Yes! How can I say no to this? I'd be down for that, sure. What? Marina blinks. I don't think she was expecting this response because her cheeks turned pink! I'm a genius! You really mean it? Why not? I love being with you. I'd embrace you anywhere. Oh my, you're even bolder than I thought. It's supposed to be the Succubus, but your tastes might be more devilish than my own. Now I feel somewhat flustered. That's a success, no matter how you look at it. To fluster a Succubus? Hey, I'll take it. Good. I'm glad I was able to surprise you. Isn't that an important part of any relationship? It is. Yes, indeed. I would hate for our interactions to grow dull or lose their luster. You're quite the catch, Hiroki. Marina giggles and presses a quick kiss to my lips. I myself would love to be closer to you than we already are, but... Marina takes a step back, her cheeks faintly pink. I don't think it would be a good idea if we went through with my suggestion. It will be incredibly unhygienic. I don't want to get twigs or leaves anywhere, and what if anybody saw us? I mean, technically, that's the point of it. That a bit of excitement. You didn't think I was being serious, did you? What? No, of course not. No, totally. Are you certain? Marina's eyes flicker across my body. She laughs. Is she teasing me? Her wistful, lovey-dovey talk earlier threw me off, so I almost forgot Shirley's a sadist. A bit, but not overkill of a sadist, so it's fine. Well, never mind that now. I shall meet you in your room later tonight for my farewell party. I'll be sure to bring some good alcohol too. Doesn't it sound like fun? Yes, I guess that sounds nice, yes. I knew it. Remember, dear, good things come to those who wait. Look forward to it, dear. I know I will. And with an airy laugh, Marina walks away. Her back fades from sight until I can't see her anymore. I lean back against my nearby tree.
My body weak and fun, my face with one hand ineffectually on my dad. Now I feel all worked up. This evening can come soon enough. What the heck is that sound? Intrigued as I am by Marina's talk about a farewell party that won't be until later in the evening. I have to find something to do to eat up the time until then. You know what? It feels like this day will still be going on and on, so let's end the episode and we'll kill the time and maybe get to the party in the next one, because it seems like there will be enough for at least half an hour then. So yeah. For now, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye bye.